It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It's Friday. Woo! September 7th, 2018 at 7 a.m. Good morning and welcome to Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Scooter Callis, our engineer, director, and co-host, and everything else. So we had fun last night.
Oh, I had a ball. I don't know about you. I had a good time.
Bombers looked good and a lot of fun. And West Plains came down, had some good football games, and so
they were tough, but
yeah.
Kids stepped up, so I'm tickled pink for that.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Anyway, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Down on the Corner program. And I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm looking forward to a little bit of rain. I know you guys got the TV cameras going out in the rain tonight over at Bomber Stadium. Nettleton here tonight. Kick off about, 7 or 7:30 is the kick on that one?
I think it's 7, I
7
believe.
tonight, yeah, at Bomber Stadium. So come on out, enjoy the rain, and cheer for our Bombers. And
we'll be broadcasting it live.
Yep, there you go. So how are you going to keep those cameras dry?
We're going to actually set up some
Tarps.
canopy walls. Yeah, we're going to have to tarp it off a little bit up there, but hopefully we don't get a lot of sideways winds. So if it's just kind of a rain, even like yesterday kind of rain, we'll be fine.
Yeah, all right, well.
Move the cameras back a little bit.
Mountain Bombers play tonight, 7 o'clock Nettleton here from Northeast Arkansas, 7 o'clock Bomber Stadium. Hey, we're enjoying Brood Awakening Coffee. Hope you're doing the same things you heard Jacqueline say in the introduction. 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, 62 East Plaza, out by Anytime Fitness, and of course, Balmer Boulevard, which is going to be getting pretty busy here in a little while with the kids and teachers all getting to school this morning. Check it out, Brood Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town, and we've got quite a bit left, so stop by and enjoy some coffee with us and sit over here. I think you got a few leftover donuts that the mice didn't eat last night, don't you?
We've got some leftover donuts over there. Not very many, though.
So, anyway, Brood Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brood Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Be sure to check them out. 3 locations to serve you. And, of course, Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring you the morning prayer each and every day. Roller Funeral Homes across the state of Arkansas. When the need arises, choose Roller Funeral Homes with the utmost in professionalism, respect, honor, dignity, and just the willingness to bend over backwards in your neediest time, if that's a word, and sometimes, we just kind of get a little scatterbrained thinking, what do we do? Roller Funeral Homes is there to take the scatterbrained away and help you with the service for your loved ones. So when the need arises, Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect across the state of Arkansas. Let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, I watched online several clips from the Judge Kavanaugh hearings, and what this man and his family are going through is really unreal. His appointment by the president is legitimate. The president followed the law. My questions are, why does the opposition act so stupid? What are they trying to prove? And do they really think the committee say, you're right, we quit? It's not going to happen. Lord, the law is being followed. Lord, I pray you protect Judge Kavanaugh and protect his family. I pray that he can serve on the Supreme Court following the Christian values and principles that he believes in. And that's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
And now what we've all been waiting for.
The weather. Brought to you by Greg's Farm Services. On the farm, around the home, in the community, Greg's Farm Services. And they've got this little bitty square block right here that's kind of small on the screen. I'll point it out right here. It says Lawnmower Races, Saturday, September 15th at 6 o'clock at the Saddle Club Arena that's just adjacent to the fairgrounds. And I've been the last 2 years. That's fun.
Oh, I've watched
That's
it.
fun.
It's a lot of fun.
That's fun. The lawnmower races, some of those lawnmowers, they can't get to this speed on that track, but there's several classifications, like 3 to 4 different classes. In your larger classes, you've got lawnmowers that can run 70 miles an hour.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me at all.
70 miles an hour, yeah. Well, let's see. We got a new tag here. This is current special, so we're going to click that and see what we have going on at Greg's Farm Services. Deer corn, $5.50 for a 50-pound bag. Then over here on the right-hand side, buy one, get half off. Any combination of Cowgirl Tough clothing in Montana West, purses and jewelry items in stock, 50% off the item of equal or lesser value. You have the end-of-season clearance sale on the cedar planing boxes. Some are now weathered, which is a good thing. Ranging in price from $76 to $110 to $165. 4x4, 4x8 ground and raised boxes, all available right now at limited supply, I should say. And we got to go get us a bug assault gun. It'd be fun. It'd be fun. 10% off any hummingbird feeder. 10% off Corinthian Bell wind chimes. And the 70-quart muck tub, $15.99. All kinds of great values. FlexRite garden hose, 50-foot length, $17.99. And garden tools, just $7.99 each. Fiberglass red handle. And gonna be the time gonna be needing those when those leaves start falling here about another month.
Yep, it's coming.
You betcha. Greg's Farm Services in Gassville and Mountain Home. The addresses are 6153 Highway 126 in Gassville, 1309 Bradley Drive in Mountain Home. Greg's Farm Services, on the farm, around the home, in the community. They bring you the morning weather each and every day. We've got 72 degrees and cloud cover here in Mountain Home, 72 at Harrison, 73 at Hardy. 73 at Mountain View. Yellville reports a light shower at 73. Same at Marshall without the shower. Along the beautiful White River in downtown Calico Rock, it's 72 degrees. In St. Louis, it's 73. Poplar Bluff at 72. Same at Branson and West Plains. In contrast, Watford City, North Dakota is at 48 degrees this morning up near the Canadian border. On the radar this morning, rain, rain, rain. We'll take a look at the national radar. We do have some showers in Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, parts of Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana. And, of course, what's in Arkansas now should be the remnants of the tropical depression or tropical storm that came across. There is...
didn't bring us as much rain as I was expecting
even yesterday we're looking at this and they're saying, oh, well, we got this box here and this watch here and all this stuff could happen. I don't see it materializing because we still have the rain showers in Chicago. And that comes out to the west all the way back to the Iowa-Nebraska line and then curves south all the way into Texas. So we could get some rain and some of it could be heavy. I just don't see the possibility of the 4 inches. I'm not a meteorologist. I'm just saying I don't see it, but their models are saying later today and in tomorrow.
Of course, they were talking about yesterday having one of the biggest chances.
Really?
And we didn't get but a light rain during the seventh grade game.
Right after kickoff, it came through and rained for 6 or 7 minutes, and then there it went, I want to back up to this other frame, Scooter, if you want to back that off the screen, and then we'll make this switch. This right here is this is the Florence hurricane. I want to bring that up. They're predicting by next Tuesday, it'll still be a long way off the eastern seaboard, Tuesday afternoon to be 125 miles an hour. Now, I don't remember all the parameters on the category 1, 2, 3, 4, but when you start getting 125 mile an hour winds and a hurricane that's going to be serious, and you can see the Carolinas, Georgia coast here, Virginia, places like that. It just depends. Too much to speculate on now, but just, it could be later on a hurricane coming through. Back to the other radar. We're going to check Arkansas first. We're going to go to that Little Rock stop. You see rain throughout the state, a little bit south of Mountain Home, all the way down. It's just straight south of us. And then all the way down to the Louisiana line. So let's take a look at the highway. 62, 412, very light showers within, say, 40 miles of Mountain Home. Highway 65 affected a little bit out of Little Rock going towards Branson. Highway 67, 167 going north towards Batesville and Poplar Bluff, Missouri. From Little Rock, you got shower activity there. Most of the shower activity south of Pine Bluff around El Dorado, Arkansas on Highway 167. Your interstates 30, 40, 49, 55. Well, let's see. 30 is affected and 40, but 49 and 55 are not affected right now, nor is 555 out of Jonesboro. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. Lights on when wipers run, please. And this morning, it's right now 7:09. School buses are out on their routes. And if you get a little bit of mist, a little bit of fog, make sure the windows stay clear. But remember, those school buses are out. And when the amber lights start flashing, it's time to start stopping. So don't forget that, especially on a rainy morning. Kids will be out at the bus stop. Taking a look at southwest Missouri and western Missouri. Kansas City getting some showers. It's affecting I-70. You've got Joplin, Springfield, Lebanon, and I-44 light rain there, and it's coming out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Take another look at the St. Louis stop here. Shower activity throughout the Metro East and the metro area of St. Louis to the west side. I-70 coming in from Columbia, I-44 Rolla into St. Louis. A little bit on I-55 just north of Farmington, Missouri. Well, it wouldn't be Farmington, that's on Highway 67, but just over around Farmington, Missouri. You can see some shower activity on I-64 around Mount Vernon, Illinois, a little bit going up to Vandalia, Effingham on I-70, and then scattered showers throughout farmland, Illinois. Pretty country up there in that part of Illinois. Let's take a look at that forecast. What do you say? See what they're saying now about the rain. As you can see on this map right here, all the shaded green in Texas, Arkansas, Missouri, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio is a flash flood watch. That means there's a potential later on. Now, I'll click Arkansas. It starts to the east of Mountain Home or east of Baxter County. So from Baxter County west, we're not affected. In the border counties with Missouri east, they are. So that's a possibility, and that could change as the day wears on. Our forecast for today, don't you love computers? There we go. Today, an 80% chance of showers with a high of 78. Tonight, an 80% chance of showers tonight. Saturday, 70% chance throughout the day, changing to a 50% chance later on in the afternoon. High also of 78. Saturday night, a 50% chance of thunderstorms, moves into Sunday morning. 40% chance, dwindling to a 20% chance in the afternoon, and finally fizzling out on Sunday with mostly sunny skies on Monday with a high of 77. Tuesday, high of 80.
That's a nice temperature to have right there.
Oh, and if it's only, tonight we have a low of 69, Saturday a low of 62. That means open the windows.
Let a little cool air in.
And listen to that rain while you're sleeping. Nothing better, folks, nothing better. Wow. We'll take a quick look at the wildfire danger. It's low right now in the state of Arkansas. All 75 counties are green. No burn bans issued by any of the county judges across the state. All 75 counties have no burn bans. Drought monitor for Missouri was changed yesterday. They're now up to a D3 extreme drought. Hopefully it'll change as this rain pattern comes through, and they'll be updated next Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Arkansas, minimal drought across the state. Little bit of a D0 abnormally dry to a D1 moderately dry, but overall Arkansas has been blessed with some shower activity. And so, there it is. Morning weather brought to you by Greg's Farm Services, on the farm, around the home, in the community. Greg's Farm Services. Community calendar brought to you by Affordable Housing, 741-2883. County Fair coming up next week. The fair parade's, at 5:30 or 6 o'clock, somewhere around 5:30 on the 12th.
Yeah, since we're on actually everything is going to be starting. It runs from the 11th through the 15th.
Yep.
And let me flip over here to where I'm at. Yeah, the fair parade will be on the 12th, 5:30. Carnival rides will open at 5. Commercial booths will open at 5. And they've got bands galore. There's so much going on at the fair. After the parade, there will be local high school bands that will be playing at the fair on the open stage.
I normally go every night. I love the fair. A lot of fun. Walk around, see friends you haven't seen about this time last year,
Thursday, they've got After Grace will be playing from 7 p.m. to 9:30 on the outdoor stage. Friday, Eastern Heights. It's a band from Branson. They'll be playing from 7 to 9 on the outdoor stage. And then the Muletta Cats. And they do a
Eddie, Steve, Mike, Pete, the whole gang. Great.
Yep.
Well, tonight's the night, the second annual Cotter Community Block Party. I have not heard of any cancellations due to the weather on this, so I'm going to say it's a go. Come join us this evening in the Cotter Neighborhood Block Party. What you need to do is cook some burgers, fry some chicken, whatever it is. Let the City Hall know, 435-2122. Police and fire are going to stop by. They're going to introduce themselves and just get acquainted with the citizens of Cotter. This is just a good old-fashioned get-together like we used to do, And so it's a community law enforcement relationship building event. Come out and meet your neighbors, get to know the city law enforcement, first responders, and just get together, but let City Hall know. And that's tonight from 6 to 9 o'clock.
All right. Also at the Cooper Park, they're doing the Park Pride and Kids Safety Fair.
That's from 10 to 2 tomorrow.
Be a lot of information for the community, but it's also going to be a lot of fun. They're going to be running a bunch of games, doing a bunch of things. So 10 to 2 tomorrow. Need to go by Cooper Park and see what's going on.
The Enlightened Women's Conference at Real Life Church, brought to you by Care Center Ministries, is scheduled for September 29th from 9 to 4. $30 per ticket. Real Life Church is at 1326 Rossi Road. For more information, 870-701-5078. Ty Cotter's going to be here next week. We're going to talk more about this. Shedding light on the darkness in our region, making a stand against the enemy, and taking back our children. The Enlightened Women's Conference by Care Center Ministries. Educate, Equip, Empower. Real Life Church at 1326 Rossi Road, September 29th. $30 a ticket. It includes lunch and a T-shirt. Now, I don't have a printed copy on this, but I do have it on the screen. The Walk a Mile in Her Shoes to benefit Serenity will take place on October 6th at 10 a.m. And this is where guys can put on ladies' shoes and clomp around the track at Bomber Stadium. You have to walk a mile in women's shoes, which I'd have a hard time walking in my own shoes.
They're going to have tallest high heel contest, best costume contest.
They raise some money. $25 minimum donation. So come on out, put down your $20 bill, your $5 bill, and clomp around in some heels. And so for more information, you can call 870-424-7576 or email porterjenellen@gmail.com.
It's a lot of fun to watch.
It is. I was out there. Let's see. When Johnny Key was senator, he was there. Kelly Link, the rep, was there. I think Monty Manchester from KTLO AM was out there. Had a lot of fun. That was just fun to watch. Anyway, community. So
you're saying you didn't do it?
I was in the booth. I had to play music. You know me. I'm always in the booth.
Oh man,
I'm always in the booth.
They said, I don't want to hear it.
They said, "Can you play walking music? Try to find music that talks about walking." I've still got the file on the computer.
I was walking after midnight.
Patsy Cline, I played it, yeah. And then Ernest Tubbs, Walking the Floor Over You. I mean,
walking the floor.
And then Joe South.
Who?
Joe South had a song. I think he did it on Capitol Records. I forget the name of it now. Anyway, community calendar brought to you by Affordable Housing, 741-2883. Time for a break. Time to choke first. Coming up, Superintendent, Mountain Public Schools, Dr. Jake Longby. Here, Joe, listen to me. It's time for a weekend.
It's Friday.
We stayed up too late last night doing football.
Make it one more day.
Dr. Jake Long here right after the break. Stick around. I'll be right back.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Do you ever feel like your butt's dragging and you could really use a lift? Ozark Diesel Off-Road. Ozark Diesel Off-Road has been installing lifts for over 25 years. They specialize in all your off-road vehicle needs, from general repairs such as engine diagnostics, clutch and brake repair, to custom fabrication like axle gears and lockers, leveling and suspension kits, and everything in between. So if your vehicle could really use a lift, head to Ozark Diesel Off-Road, located at 5051 Highway 62 East, or give them a call at 870-425-LIFT.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
With a large show. It's coming up on 7/21 on this Friday, and we're visiting with Dr. Jake Long, Superintendent of Mountain Public Schools. Welcome back. We're in September. So have the kids settled into the routine now? We're past the Labor Day holiday. They've been in since the 15th, and got their feet on the ground now,
Yeah, they do. Both the students and the teachers are off to a great start. That Labor Day holiday kind of gives us the kids do a great job to the Friday before Labor Day, and then they have a 3-day break, and so there's a little bit of retraining that had to occur Tuesday, but for the most part, everybody's doing a great job, and we're still ironing out a few little kinks, but overall, it's been a tremendous start to a new school year, and as would be expected whenever you have the type of people that we have working within our school system. It's kind of interesting. I got a letter from a grandparent she was talking about and bragging about her schools and staff and what good care that there was a lot of anxiety with their child entering into kindergarten and child with special needs and our staff just went above and beyond in taking care of the student needs, and so I really appreciate folks reaching out and letting us know those good things that are going on, and then mostly so I can pass it on to those teachers and staff that do a tremendous job every single day. So those are the good things that are happening, and things are moving right through. September is really busy, and a lot of things happening. Of course, you mentioned tonight's our first home game. Mm-hmm. They're at our career academies. Today is also their academy kickoff day, so they're going to be going through. Wow! They're going to be going through the first portions of their schedule, and then about noon they're going to be having an event there in Dunbar, and then the administration there's going to be cooking lunch for all the kids and the teachers. So it's a fun day. Probably might be spoiled a little bit by the rain, but it'll be a good day. In conjunction with the academy kickoff day, our academy leaders there at the high school, they're hosting something that I was really excited about when I heard about it, and it's a soft skills kind of seminar. And so whenever we go out to the businesses and industry and we ask the questions, what do you need from us? What would you like? What do we need to do better? What do our kids need to have as they enter into either college or the workforce? And it's always these soft skills, which are showing up on time, making sure that the phone's put away, filling out a resume, communication, being disciplined in what they're doing. And those soft skills are so critically important. So the Business Advisory Board for our career academies came up with this seminar. And I think even I got roped into putting on one on grit. Grit's a very important characteristic that we have to teach our kids. You think about grit, perseverance. You think about the being relentless in life's going to throw you a curveball, and we have to be we have to have the skill sets and the aptitude to be able to handle it and move on.
Just like the batter at the plate, if he gets that curveball or the slider, he's got to anticipate what's coming to him. And so that's,
Absolutely.
So do you see, Dr. Long, do you see this generation, and I don't want to just pick on millennials, but do they understand punctuality?
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing, dealing with some personal issues with a family member. You've got an appointment at 2:00. Okay, I'm there at 1:45. Mm-hmm. I'm not bragging. My uncle taught me when you're late, you punish those that took the time to be on time.
Yeah.
And probably a Bible study class on Sunday morning or church service is probably the biggest thing. Oh, it's just Sunday. It's just and I've seen people walk into a church service 10 to 15 minutes late.
Yeah.
And so we're already gathered. What do we do? Wait on everyone? No, we go ahead and start without them. But it just looks bad.
Yeah.
Especially when the employer says you start at 8, you go home at 5, you take your lunch at noon. That's the rules.
Yeah, those are important, and we try to embed those even in the way that we conduct our daily school. That's why we have tardies. That's why we have attendance policies. That's why we have discipline code of conducts. Mm-hmm. And oftentimes, even this year, I've heard a little bit of a few complaints by a few folks that, mostly the students, that were like, why all these rules, and one of our focuses have been, from an administrative standpoint, is, let's ensure that we are following the rules that are put forth. Let's make sure that our kids are safe. And so that tighter structure, I've heard it from a couple different places, that tighter structure is something that we have made a priority, and it's intentional, because, for example, at our Dunbar Day, I had 5 of our business leaders. I had Barney Larry, Jeff Gunn, Rob Finley, Dr. Robin Myers.
Yep.
All these guys they came in, and I just kind of hosted a panel discussion of what our kids need to see. And it was things like communication. Our kids have to be able to take the cell phone, put it down, be able to sit down and have a conversation. And we've done that in particularly in a few locations, one of them being Guy Berry. And they're not, the cell phones are either locked up, or they're not even entering into the school space. And Mr. Kincaid has commented on how much different it is, because the kids aren't having to worry about who's posting on Facebook or who's sending them this. It's kind of like they can just be students and learn and soak it up and have these conversations. So, of course, it definitely they have their part, and they're convenient, and it's a tremendous tool as far as access to information. But as far as getting rid of the distractions and allowing our kids to be kids, I think that's an important thing that we can. That's a kind of a middle of the road approach we can take within our schools, and then I would even extend it even into the homes, that let's limit this time. Let's get back to some of those family times and conversations.
It'd be interesting to hear from Mr. Kincaid, to see the differences that he sees in the students from day one to just before Christmas break, with the cell phones being in the lockers for 6 hours.
Yeah, and he'd be happy to come in and share, but he's communicated to me on multiple times about some of the difference in the culture. But our employers, they want it. It is very important to have these soft skills, and so that seminar that we're going to be going to ASU and doing is intentional. It'll be kind of out of the ordinary for our kids, so it'll be an extra opportunity. So I'm very proud of that happening, and just the overall work of our career academies as they try to kind of, I'm going to say, kind of get back to the basics of a few things. And I know our teachers are noticing it. I've heard it from parents, and I know our students are. We want them to have a tremendous amount of pride in all that we're doing, but we also want, but we don't want it to be so, loose, and that our kids don't feel safe, and that it's not, we're not teaching some of those fundamental skills. So it's a good focus, and I'm proud of the start that Mr. Bourget, Mr. Morris, Miss Mary Beth Russell, the work that they're doing, and it's good work.
I'll tell you something that I have noticed. I'm just going to throw this out. It's just one of those thoughts that popped in. You have 16, 17, 18-year-old person out there, and they're possibly working a retail or a restaurant. The bill's $14.99, and you have them a $20.
I know where you're going with this.
You know, so I have in my own mind, okay, my change should be 501. You know, I try to make sure that I've got the math going in my head, just a challenge to keep my mind sharp, well, so to speak. But you'll be surprised, like, if they don't have the cash register in front of them to say 501, the penny makes a fifth, the five, you know. Have we lost that skill?
I would say we're probably not focusing on it as much because of technology.
Yeah.
Because you have that computer, and the reality is most transactions are probably even done with credit card. So there's not
no
even
change.
There's no
good
change.
Point. Wow, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Or even
and
online.
I guarantee. I bet I don't have $5 on me, but I got the debit card.
Yeah, that's right. And so there's no change that goes with it. But in the end, you still have to. When you get into the accounting side of it, you still have credits, you still have debits,
that's right.
You still have all that. So the overall concepts, I think, are still there, but the practicality of the change, we still teach it, but is it something we're just driving?
That's right.
Driving home.
Well, the debate on the cursive writing.
Yeah.
That could be a parental code.
Absolutely.
Why's this scribbling on the paper? You read it.
Yeah, that's right. I tell you, I don't. I think I learned cursive writing in the third grade.
I did too.
And probably didn't use it a day after the third grade. But anyway, it's those are definitely debates in which we happen. Which do happen in education, and a lot of times things come and go.
Yep.
And so anyway,
Yep. Let's grab a quick break. 7:32. Visiting with Dr. Jake Long, Mountain Home Public Schools Superintendent. Be right back. With a large showroom of over 13,000 square feet, the Furniture Depot is your local choice for quality name brand furniture at prices anyone can afford. They carry a great selection of catnapper recliners, power recliners with lumbar support, and lift chairs. Check out Furniture Depot's variety of living room and dining room sets in various styles and designs. And don't forget about their mattress gallery featuring Serta, Symbol mattresses, and adjustable beds. Family owned and operated, that's Furniture Depot, located in the Ozark Shopping Center in Mountain Home.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either a terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
You've tried medications just cover up the pain, and you've tried dieting to help lose weight. Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, Sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home Food Basket and the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Excellence for your body and frame alignment.
(7:35), continuing our discussion with Dr. Jake Long, Mountain Home Public Schools Superintendent. We got parent-teacher organization events coming up.
Yeah, our parent-teacher organization, PTO, has really, they're doing a great job in getting involvement from parents and becoming active in the school, all school events, and coming up with their own events and resources for parents. And I really have to give a shout out to Leah Coleman, to Kim King, to Heather Maxey, and I'll miss people, Annette Walden, Sandri Conley, and they're just doing a great job of getting people involved and getting parents involved. And they've got 2 big events coming up in September. The first one happens next Monday on the 10th, and that is PTO Tech Night. And so what that is, that's an opportunity and a resource for parents to come. It'll be from 5:30 to 7 at Hackler. It'll be at Hackler Library, and so parents can come and they can learn about the 2 different tools that the students are using and that are out there for parents. For example, we have a home access center, so a HAC. And it's Teacher Access Center and then a Home Access Center. And basically what that is, that's an opportunity for parents to always see what their students are doing. So you can, it completes an assignment, teachers load it into the grade book, tardies, attendance, everything is on there. So you can pick up the codes for that and get a little bit of training with that, along with Google Classroom, and so our teachers utilize that online platform through Google to submit homework and to send out homework, and so parents can view those things and be engaged in their child's learning and see it. But we also recognize that parents, maybe even grandparents that have grandkids in the home, they may not know how to use those different tools, and so we're going to provide an opportunity to support them in their learning as well.
You know, I see the school system bending over backwards to make it easy for parents to be involved.
Yeah.
What's the percent of parents that are involved?
You know, that's a great question. I couldn't shoot it. It'll definitely be, I guess you have to, first of all, you have to define involved.
Yeah.
Going to parent-teacher conferences, looking and having conversation with your parents, definitely those are important, but we're really striving for those engaged opportunities, and so engaging in the learning. The truth is that the child is with us for a third of the time. And so we talk about the law of the thirds. How can we extend beyond that third, a third of the time in which they're in our schools to support the learning? Yep. And so the PTO Tech Night is one, and lots of parents have jumped on board. There's lots of businesses that are supporting that initiative. So I appreciate the entire community support of our PTO. The other one is in the areas of literacy, and we talk about this all the time, that we want to make sure that our parents know how we're teaching the literacy, and then also give them some tools and skills in which they can help extend that those learning opportunities to the children, whether it be books, whether it be I can't even, manipulatives or just little tools that help with driving home the points in which our teachers are providing there in it. So
I got a question on the literacy, and I know the teachers just strive beyond measure to make sure that the students excel in reading. It's probably the most, I mean, you've got to have it. I mean, no matter what you do. But now with the kids, it's like they'll send a text, "Are you awake?" And instead of putting AREYOU, it's letter R, letter U. You know, the little acronym type of things. To come up with stuff like that, you have to know the phonics. So I would think that the kids would want to excel in literacy.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, nowadays the whole communication is the phones.
Yeah.
See where I'm coming from with that?
I do. I don't have an answer for you other than...
But it's interesting, ain't it?
It is interesting. And, yeah, it's a different world. So what we want to do is we want to provide those basic reading reading elements. There's 5 essential reading components to reading. And I mentioned this before back in the summer that we started up a team of lead teachers, teachers on special assignment that are going in and helping with our grades K through 6 in teaching reading. I really do feel like we've made tremendous strides in our areas of alignment in ensuring that we are establishing building blocks. We start in the kindergarten level, teach these building blocks and these standards, and then the next year it's you know, we're picking up with the same language and the same drill techniques as what we taught at kindergarten, and then going to first grade, second grade, third grade, and we're doing a much better job with our alignment in the curriculum, in the language in which we're utilizing, and so it's not a new curriculum, it's not a new words in which the kids are having to just start from scratch every year. So I'm very proud of that. Lori Crampton, Judy Lawrence, Laura Strider, and Mindy Williams doing a fantastic job, along with all of our other, you know, literacy teachers that are focusing on that.
So let's break this down for a minute, and let's just think what these teachers go through. Take CAT and KAT. It'll make the same sound, cat and cat, but the proper spelling is CAT.
Sure.
So these teachers have to explain. So you've got this little second grader, I don't understand. How can it be K and C? It makes the same sound, but this is right and this is wrong.
That's right.
You know, then you put C and H, and now you got church or chapel or something like that, and now, you know, so how do they break through that confusion with the child? How do they break down the phonics?
Yeah.
That's where the talent comes in and the education comes in.
It does.
And that's what you're striving to do with these
And that's what we're striving to do. I'm glad I'm not the one that has to do it. But our teachers, and I have to commend Commissioner Key. One of the first things he did is he put forward this reading initiative, this RISE initiative, in which everybody across the state is diving into the science of reading and teaching it, you know, the same way. And so I have to commend him for his work there. And from my perspective and what I see, I know at least here in Mountain Home, you know, we're on board and we're implementing fully. And it all ties into the dyslexia. You know, we have the dyslexia law. And then also, you know, tapping into ensuring that we're intervening appropriately with our students that struggle. And so it's all tied together. But our goal is that we remediate any of those issues as early as possible, so that a student's inability to read doesn't hinder them for their entire educational career.
That's right.
That's so important when it comes to the ACT and getting that score. Because let's face it, the ACT that the kids take, the national exam, that is money to parents that goes to college. The higher
What's the top score? 32?
36.
36.
36. So the higher that the ACT score is, the more scholarship opportunities that the kids have. So that ACT score is very important to the kids and to the parents when it comes to money. Beyond that, I'm not going to say that there's anything else to it, but it is very important for scholarships and college entrance. Yes, but how important and useful will it be to, you know, somebody who's going to graduate high school and then go out and get a good job at say at one of our boat manufacturings or at Eaton or one of those, it's probably not very important. But there are lots of those jobs in which people don't have to worry about the ACT to have a be a successful member of society.
But the fact is you want them prepared no matter what.
Yes. We want them
no matter
to
if they're going to be
yes.
that boat manufacturer or a plumber or an automotive mechanic or run for Congress. You know,
we want them to be prepared to take advantage of whatever opportunity they want to go. And I really we pride ourselves in the Mountain Home School District of being able to offer any type of learning and every type of opportunity that you can possibly think of. And I said this.
You're trying to look so far in the future.
Yeah, I said this last night. Even I was talking to somebody at the football game last night. I can't even remember who it was, but if a parent, we do believe in school choice, and if a parent wants a homeschool type atmosphere with an online presence, we have that available for parents through the Mountain Home Public School system.
Impressive.
And so, that our parents are citizens of our patrons of our community are paying taxes anyway. They might as well have access to the tools and resources that we have. So we have that opportunity for our parents that they can, if they want the homeschool type atmosphere, they can use this. If they wanted a blended approach, if they want to just come to school for a couple classes, or if they want, we also have the Summit Learning Platform, which is it was based out of California and actually it's Mark Zuckerberg's producers of Facebook. It's kind of his answer to education, but it's a good learning platform and digital platform for kids. So we have that available. We have concurrent credit. ASU Mountain Home has opened up their entire course catalog for our students to be enrolled in. The district will pay up to 2 concurrent classes. You have the Secondary Workforce Center, whether it be welding, mechatronics, auto mechanics, nursing.
There you go, big one.
You have every opportunity that you can. We've beefed up our computer science opportunities, our agricultural opportunities, and that doesn't just means chickens, pigs, and cattle. That means plant sciences, vet sciences. That's
you've got it going on.
So there's unlimited opportunity for our kids, and that's what we strive to, because we want to make sure that every graduate is prepared. So.
Let's grab a quick break. Visit with Dr. Long, Mountain Public Schools. Be right back.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Our old burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
Neema's Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas is your home for national and international award-winning pizza. Neema's Pizza offers artisan-made award-winning pizza with only the freshest and finest of ingredients. Each pizza is made from scratch and hand-tossed at the time you place your order. And also check out their calzone strombolis, an oven-baked folded pizza stuffed with your choice of meat. Sauce can be on the side or included inside at your request. Neema's Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas, your home for award-winning pizza.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
$7:50 on this Friday, closing out the show in the week with Dr. Jake Long, Mountain Home Public School Superintendent. I want to go back on the literacy for just a minute. You know, we see the critical accounts online as usual. Most American high school graduates can't read their own diploma. Well, we take that with a grain of salt.
Oh, yeah.
But now, the average, let's say if you got a high school student that graduates 3.25 GPA, what's their reading level? Would it excel past, would it go into the advanced collegiate area? Would they be advanced readers, or would they be 8th, 9th, 10th grade level? If I were going to guess myself at age 60, I'd be lucky maybe to be a 9th grade level, if that high. And I'm just saying, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Because I've got, I was reading Tony LaRusse's book, One Last Strike, after he retired from St. Louis Cardinals. And it's not an easy read. There's a lot of facts and figures, and I have to go back and reread and reread and reread. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So, as an adult, I struggle.
Yeah. And you're not the only one. I personally, I would too with the comprehension. But that didn't mean that, I couldn't go to college and I couldn't go to grad school, and we couldn't having a good job and being a productive member of society. And so so it's not only just teaching the skill, but also none of us are going to be 100%. None of us are perfect, whether it comes to reading, writing, arithmetic, moral standards. None of us are perfect.
Right.
Now we can all strive to be better, and I think that's what's most important, is that we teach those skills for continuous learning, for coping whenever things don't go our way.
Yeah.
But
what else we got?
On September 21st, that will
Friday,
September 21st. That is our Pink Out football game. We will also be that entire week. We will be talking about painting the town pink, and I think we played Jonesboro that night, but we're partnering with Pites Cancer Support House, and creating the awareness of not just breast cancer, but so when you think about pink, you think about breast cancer, but just creating awareness for all types of cancers. And so I would extend that invitation to the entire community to help support not only our bombers, but also our Pites Cancer Support House. And then we're all touched by cancer in some way. I'm a cancer survivor. I had cancer whenever I was 18. And so this does have is particularly close to me, and so I'm really happy that our kids are getting involved, because our kids have taken it and our teachers have taken it as a service project in supporting the Pites Cancer Support House. So there'll be a tailgate involved with that, and everybody can come out and show your support to the Bombers and Pites Cancer Support House. So that'll be on the 21st.
That's 2 weeks from now.
Yep.
Speaking of come out and support the Bombers, it's great to come out on Pink Out Night, but let's support this team. There's no doubt we've got some struggles going on in the program, but we need to support these kids. They're trying. They're working hard.
Yeah.
Come on out and support the Bombers tonight at 7 o'clock, Bomber Stadium.
Tonight at 7. Let's see. I was trying to flip through here and find a few other things that we have going on.
That calendar's full.
Yeah, and so if you don't if you don't know it, you can go to mhbombers.com and you can see all the calendar of events, and we try to keep everything loaded in there to where we have one specific spot and one place in which all of our folks can turn to.
Let's talk real quick about two things I want to cover in the 5.5 minutes I got. First of all, school buses.
Okay.
We've been preaching this sermon all the way back in the Mountain Talk radio days. The only place you don't have to stop would be on the bypass because of the median. But there again, I doubt that there's any school buses going to stop along the bypass because there's no place to stop. I always used coming down the hill from Kent Chevrolet, Pizza Hut, down to that stoplight. I don't care what's going on. Once those lights come on, all lanes, including the turn lane, have to stop.
Yeah.
Now, I think you instituted a policy to try to get the buses to make as many right-hand turns as possible.
Yes. Yes.
But nevertheless, back years ago when Mike Walker was in charge of that, he told me that the daily routes will average 2,200 miles a day from start to finish. It's a lot of that's 10,000 miles a week.
It's a lot of miles, and you think about the distances some of our buses have to travel. You think about even up to the north. You know, there's a couple places where we actually have to go into Missouri to come back down, and pick up some kids back in there. So. We do run a lot of buses, and so it's, you know, the more miles you run, the more opportunity there is for having accidents, and so I do believe that school bus safety, traffic safety, it's a community-wide effort. If you see something, you know, report it, let us know. We're always looking for those ways to improve. None of us are perfect in any of it, but we can all strive to do better.
And all the buses have the long swing arm out.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And we recently went through an inspection with that, and so I have to give a shout out to Paul Belknap and Wally over at the bus garage and Janelle and Ron Jankowski and all of them that, you know, helped to make sure. We are still looking for substitute bus drivers. Always be looking for substitute bus drivers, and so if anybody wants to pick up just a few hours, you have a CDL, or even you're interested in getting a CDL, we can help you get that, so you can apply.
Is that air brake?
Yes, it is.
Air brake.
And so you can apply online at mhbombers.com. Go down to about the middle of the screen and click on employment, and submit your application there. So always.
Another thing is maintenance on the schools. I want to compliment your staff.
Yeah.
I mean, the grounds are perfect, and I'm sure they're cleaning every corner, not cutting every corner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They are cleaning, and
and they maintain it well.
Yes, they do. And you think about, you know, we have 4 mowers right now. We have 4 mowers going every single day.
Yeah.
And if somebody gets pulled off, we put somebody else on. And if we don't have somebody put on, we call in a substitute to get on them because, you know, the grass is just going crazy right now. But our guys are doing a tremendous job, and our facilities are in good shape.
Yes.
I do think that one of the things we're going to be doing is initiating a community facilities committee to look at ways in which we can update them, not just ensuring the structural integrity, making sure the roofs are good, making sure they're safe, but also how can we update them to make sure that our kids are, and our community has something that is they're proud of, that is modern, and of course we'll be able to do that through just our regular building fund projects.
What's our oldest building, Guyberry or Pinkston?
I would
Flip
say
a coin on that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Guyberry.
Could be, yeah.
And it's really incredible. You go in and you go across the sidewalk at Guyberry, and you see some of those names.
About that. Yeah,
those names that are in there, and we've got to do something because they've been so weathered, and we're losing some of the side of it.
Yeah.
And so we're thinking about even pulling them up and then sealing them or doing something to maintain, preserve those names, because
I think my name was in one of the side. I think mine was over behind the stadium somewhere.
Yours is probably not Pinkston, isn't it?
I don't know. It could be. It could be. I don't know.
But anyway,
76.
you know, that's a really cool tradition in which started back. So you see some of those names on those lists, and it's pretty cool.
Wow. One more minute.
I think by the time I'm in here next, we'll be bumping on homecoming week.
We sure
will. And so I think that it's actually the Friday of homecoming.
Yep.
So all those events will be taking place by the time I'm here.
Yep.
It'll actually be past the Mountain Home Education Foundation's Night of Honors, which is the Thursday of October 4th.
Wow.
And so there's lots of events there, and so I don't want to leave them out as we move forward.
Appreciate you being here today. Come out and support the Bombers tonight, 7 o'clock kickoff, Bomber Stadium against Nettleton. That wraps it up for the week. Scooter, got anything real quick? That's it. All right. We will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody.